So these theories will make you question everything. So remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's check them out.
Someone trying to warn us about the New World Order. It is widely believed that a secret organization living in the shadows have been manipulating history to push their agenda for world domination. But skeptics have always asked, where is the evidence of this? Well, you see, in 1994, renowned game creator Steve Jackson released a card game called Illuminati, and even though it was based heavily on the Illuminatus trilogy, the cards turned out bearing many striking similarities to the events in the future, like the events of 9/11, a plague that will cause quarantine, financial crisis, and even certain political figures taking power. Even though you can watch the full video of the New World Order by clicking on the link in the description below, with all the evidence in hand, do you think Steve Jackson knew something we didn't? Or is there someone...
See, when you hear stuff like that, it makes you hard to remove that out of your brain, bro. Like stuff like that, just it sits there and it festers and it grows and the questions arise, and then you see certain things and you start to align it with certain theories that you have in your brain. And where's that video, that game, that card game? I wonder if that's on Amazon, bro. I never heard of that. And I definitely want to go look for it and see.
Look, for all y'all tripping on these conspiracy theories about the New World Order and people wanting to take over the world and so on and so forth, and that's making you scared, let me tell you what God thinks. Turn with me, if you will, to Psalm chapter 2. Psalm 2. Why do the nations conspire and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth take their stand and the rulers gather together against the Lord and against his anointed one. Let us break their chains, they say, and throw out their fetters. Here's what God thinks. Look, the one enthroned in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. Then he rebukes them in his anger and terrifies them in his wrath, saying, I have installed my king on Zion, my holy hill. God is not tripping, so why are you? Look, for all y'all tripping on these...
Hey, sometimes you need to be reset. Sometimes these theories will have you out there thinking everything. You just need that reset. But you cannot admit, though, some of this stuff is entertaining, bro. It has you. It has you, man. Sometimes I just love to just hear some theories, bro. It helps me go to sleep at night. I ain't gonna lie.
The secret government was actually created, the secret world government was actually created in 1952 when an alliance of all the secret powers, the powers behind the thrones, occurred because of the knowledge of this extraterrestrial presence that had to be dealt with. And they had to create a one world government, in other words, unite mankind against a possible extraterrestrial threat from out there, if it really exists. The other side of the coin is maybe they created this extraterrestrial threat from out there, and they have the technology that we've created here on Earth ourselves and are making us think that it exists. But in any case, all these secret powers made an alliance in 1952. It's called the Bilderberg Group, and they are really running the world. The
Bilderberg Group. Okay.
Yes, through what they call the Policy Committee. And
where is their HQ?
That's in Geneva, Switzerland. The United States, the Soviet Union, everyone participates in this. We've all been secretly allies for many, many years. In fact, we were never really enemies. But that type of Hegelian conflict situation has been created artificially in order to get large sums of money in the form of taxes and other things from the populace of the world in order to fund these secret activities and actually bring about the New World Order. The secret government
using different things as a cover-up for their own agenda. Isn't that what it sounds like to y'all? A group? And then he kind of gave a name, but I'm of the belief that they probably, or at least they have to switch up. That they got to switch up their names. So they probably change their names ever so often. Probably this day and age, they probably do it a lot often. Change the name up. You know what I mean? So they can keep their anonymity. Yeah, I think a lot of that is cover up. It's cover up. What are they doing? What are they producing? What are they making? What are they conspiring to do? What are they plotting on us to do or use us for? Taxes, different things like that. Like, the whole tax situation has always just been mind-blowing. Because they could tell us, but we all have our beliefs that all that money don't go to where they say it's going. It's used to fund other things. And we have no say-so. But yeah, I think these groups, they use certain things. Not to say that aliens aren't out there, but they do use them as cover-ups, I believe. So certain stories that may be coming out, they may have their hand in.
Okay, this conspiracy has literally scared me forever, and I feel like now is probably the best and worst time to talk about it. Okay, so before I go into details about the conspiracy, let me basically tell you what FEMA is. So FEMA stands for Federal Emergency Management Agency. They basically help when the United States has like a major emergency, kind of like what's going on right now. Cool, right? But no, not so cool. The conspiracy is that FEMA, they're basically trying to imprison U.S. citizens into like concentration camps and impose martial law after like a major crisis, again, like what's going on right now. And basically the purpose is to get a large number of citizens and exterminate them to create a new world order. A new world order is defined as a really drastic change in political thought and a balance of power. It's a really complicated conspiracy theory, but I want to know if you guys are interested in it. If y'all want me to, I'll definitely make more videos on it. But like, imagine if the government really was trying to get us all in one big area and just terminate us and like start all over again. That's just crazy. Okay, this conspiracy...
I don't think they're getting us in one area to terminate us, but they could be conspiring to get us all on the same page to do certain things. Absolutely. You know what I mean? I don't know what, or I don't have a clue what it could be, but yeah, they could be conspiring for many different things and using war or using UAPs, extraterrestrials to drive the narrative. Absolutely. I could see that happening. We just have to wait and see.
I'm at Whole Foods and I'm about to pay for my groceries with mine. It'll work. That's the coolest thing ever. I'm at Whole Foods and I'm...
How does that even work? How does that even work? I know some of y'all are sitting there like, this is where we're headed. Yes, this is where we're headed. It's like we're close there anyway. Your watch is able to pay for things. Your phone, you don't have to pull your wallet out no more. So it was only a matter of time before you're able to use some part of your body, your hand, your eye, whatever, and they're gonna connect that to your bank account and take money out. Sorry.
And for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign. And for the internet.
I need the link to this full speech. Please, somebody send me the link for this speech. And the reason why I'm saying that, because you have to be like, okay, is this deep fake? Because if this is not deep fake, wow. Did he say that? Like, wow. Come on, man. Like, you can't. And I don't want to take it out of context. That's another reason. Okay. I don't want to take this out of context. So I want to hear what was the lead up to that and hear that again. Because just that clip alone, you're like, oh my, he just said it. He just outed them. He just told that it exists. People keep saying this is for a movie, but I keep seeing these jokers everywhere. And it has different captions each time, but nothing about a movie. This one says New World Order is coming 2024. 2028 is the end. 5 years more to millennial humans beings and welcomes evil society robots. Like, nothing about a movie. I'm ready to see them in a movie so I can stop all these theories.
and it's mostly just a big ball of lava. That's Earth. But 10,000 feet is not a big deal.
Have you given any consideration whatsoever to the flat Earth movement?
Haha. I think that's a troll situation.
Oh, it's not. No, it's not. You would like to think that because you're a super genius.
Haha.
But I, as a normal person, I know there's people way dumber than me. And they really, really believe. They watch YouTube videos which go on uninterrupted and spew out a bunch of fake facts very eloquently and articulately. And they really believe. These people really believe.
I mean, if it works for them, sure. Fine.
It's weird though, right?
And it's mostly just...
The way he just laughed. How does that make you, as a flat earther, to hear Elon just scoff, just laugh at your ideals and your thoughts and your beliefs like that, and just hear that? I know some people be like, well, who is he? He is this, he is that, like that. You know what I mean? You have the right to say that. But I want to know, what do y'all think? A person who submerged himself in space and, you know what I mean, that whole area of his business and life right now with SpaceX. Is his SpaceX? I think his is SpaceX, right? Yeah, so how do y'all feel about that? Him laughing at that and you being a flat earther? Put it in the comment section.
Klaus Schwab, founder of the World Economic Forum, says this. This is so strange.
And we are just now where we move into the exponential phase. And I agree. Artificial intelligence, but not only artificial intelligence, but also the metaverse, new space technologies, and I could go on and on, synthetic biology. Our life in 10 years from now will be completely different, very much affected, and who masters those technologies in some way will be the master of the world.
After that, Facebook rolls out a new subscription service that requires people to use a government-issued ID for verification. Klaus Schwab found...
What did he say that was so groundbreaking and earth-shattering? What was nuanced about what he said? Nothing. 10 years, your life would be different. And those who master technology and this, that, and the third, like, tell us something we don't know. Tell us something we don't know. Like, we know that. We know where we're possibly headed. We know where we could be going, where AI and technology could lead us, which isn't all good. No, isn't all, you know what I mean? It isn't all roses and sunshines and all of that. But yeah, he didn't tell us nothing groundbreaking. I believe where we're headed, 10 years is going to look drastically different. Because I feel like the further we go, the faster it speeds up. So 10 years back in the day probably wasn't that much of a change in how the world looked and technology-wise and different things like that. But 10 years today would probably feel like 50 years back then. I believe so wholeheartedly.
Y'all, when we gonna start calling bullshit? Huh? They keep lying. I mean, and they lying. And then they also telling us the truth in plain sight. But nobody wants to believe it. And there's some. But when we gonna start calling bullshit? Because I am tired of being lied to. I feel like I'm in a relationship that I ain't even asked to be in with the government. Like, what? Like, I don't want to do this no more. This is very toxic. This is abusive. You are doing things that should not be done. And, like, they use our emotions to manipulate us. But they know that because this is what they do. This is what they do. Like, they need our energy to keep going. This is insanity. And people really out here crying, oh my God, what's the people, the kids? Yo, they actors. Everything is a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie.
That's a great way to put it. We're in a relationship. And I don't like the way I'm feeling in this relationship. You're in a relationship, everybody knows lies, they'll never work. A relationship will never be successful if lies are involved. So, yeah, this relationship is toxic, bro, that we have. And we're the ones affected the most in this relationship. We are, not the government. They do us how they want to, and then they just roll out. They don't leave no money on the nightstand, no nothing, bro. They don't care about our feelings. We thought we were in a committed relationship. They didn't. They just manipulative. That's a great way to put it. I'm mad I didn't come up with that. You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect way to put it.
So in 2020, it's COVID. In 2021, it's all about making sure you get vaxxed. In 2022, it's about funding a proxy war in the Ukraine. And now in 2023, it's UFOs. What else are they going to try to throw at us? All these distractions. What about that train that derailed in East Palestine, Ohio? No one's talking about that on mainstream news. I want to know how large of a radius that thing covers. There's already talks of dead fish up and down the streams around that area. You know what they want you to know. We have the worst people running this country. The current administration is hell-bent on getting us into a war with China. Over $30 trillion in debt. Nearly $200 billion to a war in Ukraine that benefits no Americans. I don't see how anybody could trust any of our leaders or our corporate media in 2023. So in 2020...
Can't be mad at them for feeling like that, bro. This is what happens when you lie to people. Again, go back to our relationship with the government. This is what happens. You lie to us, this is what happens. You make us feel like you're lying to us, this is what happens. We lose trust. Just like in a relationship, bro. I cannot knock this dude at all. Even though I may not agree with some of the things he said, some of the things I do. But he feels like there's been no trust. There's a lot of distrust. There's no faith in the current administration. And it's all distractions. He has a point.
Wait a second. Tell me if you understand what's going on here.
And now is a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it. And we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. So
I thought this stuff was taboo and conspiracy. Wait a second. Tell me.
People's eyes are wide open, y'all. People's eyes are wide open. You cannot say certain things and not expect us to formulate our own opinions based on some of the things we've heard or seen from administrations of the present and the past. Wonder why you keep seeing this clip right here surface of Biden talking about that.
This is a picture of Earth in 2012. It's been called fake by many. It's not fake, and is actually a historical picture. It's the last picture of the Earth before CERN destroyed our... This is a picture of Earth in...
Why do y'all play around with CERN like that? Y'all already know how I feel about CERN, man, and that machine, and when it cranks up, what it could potentially do to us. And you're going to say this is the last picture before we were destroyed. So where are we now currently? Parallel universe, multiverse theory, which one?
I have to tell you this, and you may think I'm nuts if you want to, but this is the truth. Either these men are following the book of Revelation. The book of Revelation is in the Bible. Mm-hmm. They're either following it, just like a plan, and bringing the prophecies in there to pass to manipulate and control those who believe in those prophecies and neutralize them, so to speak. In other words, if this is written in the Bible and God has ordained it, who am I to resist? It must come to pass, so I'm not gonna try to stop it. Okay. What a perfect way to neutralize the opposition right off the bat. Or there really is a God, and what he said was going to come to pass is coming to pass. And I named this, Behold a Pale Horse, from chapter 13 of the book of Revelations. The fourth horseman of the apocalypse is the pale horse.
And I looked, and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat upon him was Death. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with the beasts of the earth. And that is taking place now today. The fourth horseman is riding across the world now.
People should not be afraid.
Now, I'm not saying this is true, but imagine if this was true. Knowing that our faith is strong, and our faith in this good book, the Bible, is strong. Knowing that, how could someone control or manipulate you? Reenact everything from that book that you have so much faith in, and use that to manipulate people. Bro, it would be the greatest manipulation in history if that were the case. Now, I don't know, but I'm just saying, he made a lot of sense there. He made a lot of sense. That's why we just got to keep our eyes open the best we can, rely on each other, trust each other, and figure this thing out, man, because we don't know what we're up against, and we don't know what they're capable of. And that's all I'm going to say about it, man. We're going to end it right here. Y'all get at me in the comment section and let me know what you thought of this video. And stick around and stay tuned, man. Till next one, I'm gone. Peace.